Tyler, the Creator's latest album, Don't Tap the Glass, is here, and with that, I thought it'd be an appropriate time to go through and rank his albums worst to best. Starting at the bottom, I'd have to give it to Goblin. That's not just due to the overly edgy lyrics, but even more so that it's just Tyler's worst produced album. There are great classic songs on here, and it still has some of the most great, unique elements Tyler would go on to develop, but they just aren't in their final form here. Starting off the takes that will piss people off, the bottom spot is honestly a toss-up for me between Cherry Bomb and Goblin. This album has way higher highs with well-produced, solid songs like Two-Seater and Smuckers, but it also has the worst songs in his whole catalog, such as Keep the O's. Next, I'd give it to Bastard because while just as rough and amateurish, if not more, than Goblin, the grit and lo-fi edge to it here is so strong that it actually works to the album's benefit sometimes. The next spot up is literally so close that I could hardly pick, and that's between Call Me If You Get Lost and his newest Don't Tap the Glass. Both records strongly embrace West Coast hip-hop, as well as having some poppier and more accessible tracks. They're both highly replayable, both very strong, and both very fun to listen to. My opinion will naturally develop more over time because I'm only about 4 listens deep into Don't Tap the Glass, but I think I'd put it below Call Me just barely. Call Me has higher highs and lower lows, but it's much more conceptually rich as a whole. Some nostalgia brownie points might be at play here, but above both, I'd have to give it to the start of his strong artistry with Wolf. Great production, a strong concept, great rapping, and some of his earliest highly catchy tracks make this one an essential in his catalog. It was my favorite for a long time. Moving fully into the modern era, it's gotta be what I'd call his most vulnerable, emotional, and consistently potent album with Chromacopia. Great songs, great album experience, and a ton of personality make this such an amazing listen. Next, I'd give it to the modern classic that is Igor. Truly one of the greatest breakup albums of this generation, and maybe of all time. He innovated a ton with this project, and that's something that's hard not to appreciate. Beyond that, this album's biggest hits are very easy to come back to and enjoy individually. And finally, my top spot has got to go to Flower Boy. From the album's flow and concept, to the production, to the rapping itself, and to the overall themes, I really can't find a single thing wrong with this album. It is one of my favorite albums of all time, and I don't really see that changing, but anything's possible. But that's just my ranking. Let me know what yours is in the comments, and remember to like and follow for more music-related content.